I know you're around here. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I don't see him. There's a little cat. Well, he's not little, he's a big fat cat. And past couple of days he's been hanging out here. And he comes to my window, he's meowing to come in. I'm like, Kelly, you in? You're a stray cat. And he's on our deck. And my cat's like hissing at him and everything. Oh, this is wet stuff I shoveled yesterday. I guess I'll be shoveling again today. Or not today, but tomorrow maybe. Well, it depends how much we get, I guess. And then Dad did groceries or something like that. And left the door open a bit. He goes in, makes himself at home. He doesn't seem to be cross, or a big fat cat. He's white, and then he's got like kind of like gray on his back, kind of like tiger stripey. And he'll come up to the door and he meows before you let him in. My dad said he was at the truck. Come along, he's rubbing up against your leg. So he's pretty friendly, but yeah, I don't think Missy would like another cat. The only thing I wouldn't mind, but it's like if he's a stray, he comes in, he'll start spraying, you know. that's the thing with a stray cat, like they'll piss all over the place, eh? So yeah, it's kind of miserable out here. Today it's like, right now it's about 0. That snow feels really wet, that's nasty stuff. But I think we're going to be going like, according to the Arctic Vortex. See what I did there? Pretty cheap effects on this show. It's kind of low budget. So that was a good one though. Yeah. Probably just made a whole bunch of people get dizzy and fall out of their chairs. I do stuff like that. I did something like that one time in a video, and somebody said they puked. I started spinning the camera around and doing all kinds of fucked up stuff with it. I thought it was funny. But anyway, as I was saying, according to the Arctic Vortex, we're supposed to be getting my cousin? Anyway, we're supposed to be getting well, the jet stream in the middle of the country. If you're in Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, you're supposed to be getting like minus 50. Sucks to be you guys, but that means we'll probably get like minus 30 to minus 40. Usually we're not quite as cold, and then about a week or two later, then we're colder. You know, it'll be like a week of minus 40 or something. We kind of need it. The birds might disagree. Pigeons up there. We had a discussion about the pigeons the other day. Yeah, you guys. And, anyway, let me see that other cat. There's another cat around here. He's white and orangish, or light brown. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we got a spare kitty cat hanging around trying to bum off of us. I want to pet him though, because he kind of, you know, seems like a nice kitty cat. So, but I'm going kitty cat crazy because my cat there, well, ever since Port Gazuda, hey, look, the same pigeons. You guys are flashing your butts at me. You guys are rude. You guys are flashing your butts at me. How rude. You guys are jerks. Yeah, that's right. Fly away. You're going to fly over there and they're going to meet you again. They're going right. You're not very smart. Like, birds are typically smart, but not pigeons. Pigeons are kind of dumb, but they do have the odd flash of brilliance. Cousin? I'm going to have to regret to inform her. Oh, yeah. I guess I got to inform you guys. Well, I finally found out what the silver pellet's going to cost. Minimum probably $1,300. So I got talking to the mechanic yesterday. He was kind of tired, and you could tell he couldn't quite think straight. He said, it's probably going to be about $1,200 or so. It was maybe not quite that much. And I'm like, his parts are cheap, but I'm like, he's thinking of part prices for that car from maybe 10 years ago. I'm like, okay, well, just the parts alone are $1,000. So it's like, okay, so it's probably going to be $1,300 labor. So I'm probably going to be well over $2,000. So some tough decisions may have to be made. So I may have to regret to inform my cousin that her car has passed on. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What I'll probably try to do is see if I can sell it, because you know, if somebody else is handy and they're like, okay, I'll sell you a car for $500. It still runs, that's still plated, but it needs brakes and you'll have to tow it. And the towing, he said he could probably get away for about $100. So the towing's not that, well, from here to his garage. Like he's at, you know, I'm in this town, he's 11 kilometers away, so that's not so bad. That's about 6.5 miles for my American brothers and sisters. So yeah, I don't know what the fate of the Silver Pellet is. It's right at that price range where, you know, well, you saw what I got for $400. If you hold out, like my brother bought that little Toyota Camry, I think $1,800. He only had it like 2 days, and then Lacey chewed the fender because a squirrel went in there. But that car was immaculate. He ran it, I don't know how many years he drove it, quite a bit. And he had that little Elantra Sport. I don't know if you guys remember that Elantra Sport. I'm sure if you go far back enough on the channel, there's a video of me driving it. You know, had really bad brakes. Yeah, basically, but it was a standard, so you could, at least you could use the transmission to kind of slow down. Oh yeah, that was a fun little car though. But it had such a heavy clutch in it. It was probably modified. Because like I mean, I've driven big cars, big trucks, diesels, stuff like that, and you know, when there's a heavy clutch, you can tell it's a heavy clutch. When you got a clutch that heavy, you like, there can't be too much freaking clutch pad left. You know, but it didn't seem to slip though. Yeah, like that I remember. But yeah, that was a weird car to put it in reverse. You had to pull up on a thing on the gear shifter to unlock it to put it into reverse. My brother forgot to tell me about it. So I was like, how do you freaking put this thing in reverse? So I never panic because I always know with some vehicles there's something stupid like that. But it was a weird car. It was a weird car. Is the simple answer. It was a weird car. But a fun car to drive though. Like, had that thing had a good set of tires, good brakes on it, put a turbo in it, oh man, that thing would have been so fun. It's still, yeah, it's still sitting at my brother's place, but it's been sitting in the field there, so by the barn, so I can imagine must be pretty rusted out by now. So yeah, so there's that. So I'm gonna try to do the 10 ridiculous predictions for my BitChute channel. East Coast Canadian did his, and they were quite funny. Well, some of them are funny, but I'm like, it's like he made one, and it was like, just as he makes it, it kind of comes to pass, sort of. You know, like, not exactly what he predicted, but close enough to say. So I sent him the thing, and it's like, here you go. He's like, I'm like, fuck. Like, it's pretty bad. Oh well, what can you do? Everybody's inside. I'm gonna go to the rink, make the video at the rink. Don't know how well it'll do because of how noisy it might get in there, but anyway, but yeah, so yeah, so that's the decisions that are going to have to be made. So first thing I asked the mechanic there, Matt, I said, do you know anybody selling a cheap car? He goes, no, not at the moment. It's like, but he was going to look at it, of course, but like, I have the money to do it. That's not the issue. The issue is, it worth it? You know what I mean? And it's a hard call because it is a running car that runs pretty good and gets pretty good mileage, whatever. But you know, something a little bit bigger, like my client's vehicle here, like that thing, you put stuff in that, right? Yeah, she loves those. That's like the third one she's had, but you can put stuff in there. So I'm thinking, maybe what I need is a minivan or something like that. That would serve me well. A truck, well, even my dad's little truck, okay, it's not as hard on gas as my big trucks were, but it's pretty darn hard on gas. Like, I do 2 trips. Let's see, okay, probably about, say, 70 kilometers, 140 kilometers all in between the 2 trips, right? And that's almost like a quarter tank. You know what I mean? That's not very far. You know, I mean, that's a little, it's a round average, a little bit below average. Definitely not like my Silver Pellet where you put $60 in and you fill the vehicle, you know what I mean? So there's that. But anyway, decisions need to be made. I don't know, but if I'm going to buy a vehicle, I'm going to wait till the spring, because we can't get another vehicle in the yard, and with the plowing and everything. So I gotta see if I'm going to do that. My heart says no because I love the silver pellet, but you know, my wallet and my brain says, you know, okay. Here's how I'm going to leave this video. Okay, they say the average person